Assalamu alaikum Nazreen. Welcome to the Journalists and Scholars Forum program of Press Media TV. My name is Kashif Sohail. I'm a journalist based in Maryland. I'm an editor of Press Media TV. We have a prestigious guest here today. He is a living miracle. Mr. Mohammad Shahid is a successful business executive, financial advisor, real estate investor, and an educator. Mr. Mohammad Shahid has been residing in Jacksonville, Florida for a long time. Welcome to the show, Mr. Mohammad Shahid.
Thank you for having me.
In our program, we have another very experienced journalist. We have Mr. Syed Adib. He is chief editor of the Press Media TV. He has over 35 years of experience. He has been doing journalism predominantly in multimedia. He has specialty in multimedia and he has actually doctorate in this. He is also a human rights advocate. So we have Mr. Mohammad Shahid and journalist Syed Adib. Welcome to the show. Thank you. So we welcome you to DME area.
Oh, thank you for having me. Thank you.
I will interview Shahid Saab now. First of all, we are honored and pleased to meet with you, sir.
Same here, thank you.
I hope you are enjoying your trip to Washington DC area, Virginia, Maryland.
I'm very excited. I enjoyed my time so far.
Okay, great. So let's begin with your life from your childhood to beginning of your career to the peak of your career. So kindly tell us briefly that when you were a kid, how was life, and then you went to school, and then college, and then into your career. Just briefly give us your background, your profile.
Well, I was born in Pakistan. I did my high school from Government High School, Lahore in 1976. And then after that, I went England in 1976. And I stayed there probably 15, 16 years. I graduated from Sandwell Technical College. Once I graduated, I started my transportation company there, and I lived there with my wife and one son. And in 1989, I migrated to USA, Boston, Massachusetts.
So then did you start a business in Boston?
Well, when I came in Boston, I tried several businesses because of different countries. England mode of business totally different from USA. I was not very successful at first, and then I moved from Boston to Jacksonville, Florida when I purchased Mr. Dry Cleaning chain, and that's where I started my business and started making money in Jacksonville, Florida.
Yeah, Kashif Saab mentioned that you are a financial advisor. So let's we will talk about your roles, business roles, and then we will move on to that you are a real estate investor and you are also an educator. So let's begin with Mohammad Shahid Saab as a financial advisor. So what financial advice you are giving, or what are your projects, business projects right now in Jacksonville, Florida?
Well, Adib Saab, after dry cleaning business, I sold that business back in 1999 and I started working in corporate America. My first call was as a CFO. I joined Carlson Enterprises. I worked there as a CFO. Then I joined Champion Roofing Services as a CFO. And so many other companies. I've been in finance manager, CFOs. I worked in Shand Hospital as a finance manager, residency coordinator. I worked corporate America probably 15, 16 years, and 2014 I decided to work for myself and become a business entrepreneur. So November 2014, I started my own business in real estate.
And are you a real estate investor? And you have mostly invested in Florida or in other states?
Well, real estate is, I buy real estate, I hold real estate, I have so many houses on Airbnb, HomeAway.com, Verbo, they're all in Jacksonville. I buy them, I buy foreclosed property direct from HUD, government agency.
And you renovate them?
I fix them,
Right.
I flip them, and I was doing that for 4 or 5 years just by myself. Recently, I was lucky enough to get a break from a very large financier in California who granted me $150 million credit line in real estate. So once I got that big amount credit line, I decided to do good for the community, my family, friends, neighbors. So since August, I am educating newbies, new people, young people, how to come into this business, buy foreclosed property, fix them and flip them and make money. Obviously, those new people, they don't have enough money. So I am doing joint venture with them. What I offer them, just bring 15% of your money as a down payment. For a 200,000 project, I need only $20,000, $30,000 from them, and I will bring the rest from my credit line. Once the project is done, we share our profit 30, 70, 60, 40, and 50-50.
And our viewers who are young, emerging businessmen or even professionals who would like to get into the real estate investment business, what advice would you give them? What is the step one they should do, and what is the trick which can make them successful real estate investors, and how can they succeed? Should they take classes from you? Did you yourself take classes to learn this business? So how did you get started and become a successful investor in a short span of time?
Well, to be very honest, I learned all that through my financial careers. I work in bank, I work in mortgage companies. I learned by myself. But my advice for those people, there's a lot of people in Jacksonville. I hold a seminar every Friday, 2 to 4 hours, and that's where I give them free advice. I tell them how to do, what to do, and how to get help from people like me. My best advice for those people, there's a lot of people, they come out and says, Mohammed, I don't have any money, but I want to do real estate. How do I do that? So there's a very basic rule for that. Everybody can do it. If you don't have any money and you want to come in real estate, start doing wholesale. Wholesaling is you become a middleman. You find a property, stressed property from a homeowner, which he cannot sell to a regular person because the house needs repair, the house has some damages in it. You approach those people and ask them, if you want to sell your property, I have somebody who will buy it cash. So that person goes out, he signed a contract for certain dollars, and then he assigned that contract to investor like me. And we give them $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 finding fee. So I always tell them, sit home, do cold calling, find people who want to sell their home, get a contract, come to us, and we will buy that contract from you and we'll give you finding money. You are finding money for that. Once you do that 3-4 times, you will have $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 saved. Then you should come to us and do joint venture like fix and flip. Then you have enough money to come to me with $30,000, $40,000 and do a $200,000 to $250,000 project.